For more on this, we're joined by Kevin Bowen via Skype. He's a compassion consultant, founder of CompassionEX, a professional services firm based from Washington State. Good to see you, Kevin. Look, this is controversial. Why are people quiet quitting? Do they hate their jobs that much?
Thanks for having me, Phil. I think the simple answer is burnout, and high productivity has definitely masked it. As people have said in DC, work is integrated into all aspects of our life, and we don't hate our job, but it's not the purpose and reason for being that we're looking for. We had the great realization that sparked the great resignation that life is more than just our job. And I think it's helpful to add a little...
Devil's advocate, the manager might just say, these people need to be tougher and they're lazy. Push back on that one.
I would say that the 9 to 5 is nothing we have a problem for. We want to be high performance. We want to have a sense of achievement. We want a sense of purpose in our work. We want to contribute to something larger than ourselves. But the always on hustle culture is what we're quitting. The email at 10, I'm expected to be on vacations, that I can't actually live the ideal human experience because my employee experience is integrated into all aspects of my life.
So if I went to my boss, which his name is Ahmad, and I went to Ahmad and said, I am burnt out, I'm tired, I think I want to quiet quit. Like, how do I have this discussion with him?
It's a great question. I think the hope is that people managers have a continual rhythm of culture and checking in with people in an authentic way, that it doesn't come out of the blue that you're burnt out because you've had continual conversations that are real about your workloads, about the workflows, the time that you're allowed to get what you're responsible for done. And I think ultimately having that rhythm would help people have a more honest conversation earlier that would prevent some of the burnout. It would lead to more creative, innovative, more productive, better customer service, and overall more retention.
Now, I know this is not new, but a lot of this happened post-COVID, right? We got stuck in our homes, or we got stuck in the closet somewhere, and now we have to kind of go back to work for a lot of people, and they realize, I prefer to work at home, or I want a better schedule. I want to work 3 days. I want to work 4 days. There's a variety of solutions out there. The stress this is placing on families and workers around the world is not just the US, this is everywhere where we've gotten used to Zoom calls, right? But the reality is that this isn't for everybody. You still have to manage, I guess you have to manage yourself and your workplace. And how are you supposed to do that?
Absolutely. I think the future is hybrid. And I think that we're going to have, as I mentioned, some of that rhythm of business for culture building connection and belonging, investing in, caring for people, empowering them to do their jobs. But I think that comes with something that works for the business and works for the people. And it really comes down to, how do you listen to your people? Everyone is unique. There's a variety of personas at your workplace. Just as you have a customer experience department, you can develop an employee experience department to serve those particular needs of each of those individuals. But that rhythm of cadence, maybe it's 3 days in office, 2 days at home, or maybe the opposite, whatever works for the business and the people. I think we'll see the in-office stuff turn to more collaborative design thinking sessions. The happy hours, the culture building sessions will be in person, and then a lot of the focus time at home will be left as that.
Right. At what point, if an employee came to you and says, well, thank you very much, I appreciate you reaching out to me, I appreciate the compassion you're sharing with me, but Kevin, I just don't like my job. At what point do you tell the employee you should get a different job?
That is definitely something that leaders are scared of when they get into this growth conversation of, hey, what do you want to do with your life? I want to help you reach to that next level professionally and personally, but maybe that is not here. And I think we look to companies that celebrate alumni, that say, thank you for your service. I appreciate your several years here. And based off of what you've told me, it sounds like this isn't. We aren't aligned. And I think that you need to have a realistic job expectation. You need to have this continual pulse on employee well-being and how people are doing. And then you need to have mobility within the organization. Maybe that job isn't specifically right for them, but maybe they belong in a different role that's a horizontal move. Maybe it's somewhere in the organization, or maybe it's just not a right fit. But I think mobility and investing in people can prevent some of that.
All right. Kevin Bowen, good advice for employees and for managers watching, and if Marty, you're watching, I actually do like my job, so I don't plan on quiet quitting. But Kevin, thank you very much. Really appreciate we'll have you on again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.